We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning and welcome to Newsbreak for Monday, October 16th. I'm Derek Russell. First on today's show, we'll take a look at the weather underground forecast. Today should be sunny with a high of 67 and a low of 43. More of the same this week. Your 30-day outlook: sunny on Tuesday, high of 71 with a low of 46. Wednesday, high of 73 with a low of 46. And Thursday, high of 77 with a low of 49. 10% chance of rain all 3 days. For more weather, visit djournal.com/weather. Our top stories for today: as Mississippi considers a proposal to raise its motor fuel tax, some officials are saying that any increase should be high enough to make an impact. It was revealed last week that Republican Senator Dean Kirby plans to file legislation to allow voters to increase the tax to pay for road and bridge needs. The current tax is 18.4 cents per gallon. Kirby's current plan would raise the tax by 1.5 cents per gallon. It also would add fees on electric and hybrid cars and tire purchases. Those numbers could be changed by the legislature during the process. Senate Transportation Chair Willie Simmons said that if the vote is approved, it is important to ensure it produces enough revenue to make a difference. Last week, Republican Transportation Commissioner Dick Hall said each 1 cent per gallon increase on the tax generates about $20 million. That means the tax would have to more than double to generate the $400 million requested by the Department of Transportation. Simmons said voters will get frustrated if they raise the tax, but not enough to make a difference. For a quarter century, the Anthony Tannehill Good Samaritan Free Clinic has remained true to its mission as it has grown. The clinic opened its doors in November of 1992. It provides comprehensive medical and dental care and medications without charge to working Lee County residents who meet income guidelines. It has logged more than 67,000 patient visits, averaging about 2,000 a year. The clinic's patients don't qualify for Medicare and Medicaid, and they can't access health insurance because their employees don't offer it, or it's beyond what their paychecks can cover. The clinic's annual budget of $332,000 comes from the support of the United Way, Lee County Board of Supervisors, Healthcare Foundation of North Mississippi, and the Create Foundation. It also receives money from individuals, churches, and organizations. Funds raised during an annual roast cover about a third of the budget. Most of the expenses are for prescriptions. Doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and dentists volunteer their time and expertise to take care of the clinic's patients. Lay volunteers run errands, file paperwork, and answer the phones. High school marching bands from throughout North Mississippi came to Tupelo High School on Saturday to compete in the state marching evaluation. 32 bands competed for ratings from a panel of judges. Bands had to earn an all-superior ratings to be able to compete at the state marching band championships. A variety of themes were featured, from classical to pop culture, such as Hamilton High School's Across the Pond theme. The Lions marched to British rock anthems like Queen's We Will Rock You, Coldplay's Viva La Vida, and the Beatles' Hey Jude. Several of the bands competed again in a competition held later in the evening. And in sports, the Ole Miss and Mississippi State football teams both won on Saturday. Ole Miss cruised past Vanderbilt 57-35 to end a 3-game losing streak. Sophomore quarterback Shea Patterson accounted for 5 touchdowns, including 4 passing. Ole Miss rang up a season-high 603 yards of total offense. Their 57 points was the most in an SEC game since scoring 63 against Vanderbilt in 1979. The Rebels host LSU on Saturday. Mississippi State defeated BYU 35-10 to end a 2-game losing streak. Arius Williams ran for 114 yards and Nick Fitzgerald ran for 103. Fitzgerald also threw for 241 yards and 2 scores. The Bulldogs host Kentucky on Saturday. Thanks for watching Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget this show is one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Today at 2 p.m. you can watch the Capitol View webcast with Capitol Bureau Chief Bobby Harrison at djournal.com. And each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal or online at djournal.com, where you can find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. I'm Derek Russell.